I'm going to start recording now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Dungeons and Drunks. This is me DMing a one-shot campaign for a bunch of my friends as we test out a third-party book set of campaign modules. Today we have 6 characters ready to face the dangers of a new dungeon ready for them, exclusively for them. So, let's say I'll call on a person, say introduce your character. So Atla, introduce. Well, I'll save Atla for last. I keep
I
forgetting.
get bottom billing.
Yeah, so we'll start with Torpid Typist. Introduce your character.
My character's Father Grigori. I'm here for all your death and death-related needs. If you need a casket, I've got it. If you need to be cremated, I've got it. I've got your urns, caskets, and anything you need in between.
Very nice. And what specifically are they in terms of class and race?
They are a tiefling cleric.
Mm-hmm. They are specifically part of the Grave domain, which is a thing in testing for the Wizards of the Coast. Next up, TPR. Who is your character?
Come to me next. I gotta do something real quick.
You got to shit on it in front of a Roomba?
It begins.
Okay, Chitlin, introduce your character.
My character is a mysterious man known only as the Shell. He is a self-proclaimed superhero and fights only with shields. 2 kite shields on either arm, a tower shield on his back, 4 bucklers strapped to his chest.
Okay, I forgot how goofy that was. And what kind of race and class are they?
They are a human barbarian.
Excellent. Next up, we'll go Charlotte. What's your character?
My character is Mayra. She's really simple. She is a crow, and she's only here for shiny things. She is a thief, and, I am looking for shiny things, and you guys are just here to assist me. I'm sorry.
And to clarify, Mayra is a Kenku rogue, specifically of the thief origin.
Yeah, I can't remember the name.
Yeah, Kenku's goofy, but Kenku is a goofy name.
I'm just a crow. Fuck.
Has TPR returned?
Yeah, I'm sending you something to Steam real quick, Calvin.
All right.
Oh, God.
In the meantime, introduce yourself, TPR, since I'm sure you can multitask.
Oh no, it's sent. I need you to hit that first.
Yes.
Oh, brother. Oh!
Get what he is.
Okay, so the song will be playing now.
Alright, you sons of bitches. You don't know what you're up against. This dungeon doesn't know what it is, but I know what I'm up against. I am the Viridian Engine, Turk hot, and I'm gonna show all of you the power of Orcish oil wrestling. Woo! Y'all don't know, brother. Here it comes. The pain train is coming. It's coming on mean, green machine wheels. It is a siege engine, a battering ram, and it is fully oiled up, lubed up, gassed up, and ready to fuck you up.
Sure you're not a cobbler? I'm seeing a whole lot of heel over there.
Wow, Atla, that's fucked up. All right, should I turn off the music now, or should I keep? I'll keep it going for Loco. Loco, introduce your character.
Don Rex is the half-orc that is promoting our friend who just introduced himself. He plays the banjo, he fixes the banjo, he plays all the magical effects and all the introductions that he needs, all the smoke hands, and anything in between.
Excellent.
That's all he does.
So, TPR, what is your character's race and class again?
I am a half-orc, and I am a straight monk.
All right. Loco, what's your character's class and race?
It's multi-class, it's bard and rogue.
All right. And you mentioned half-orc, so there's that.
Yeah.
All right. And finally, our last quote-unquote character? Atla, please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Atlaworks, and they told me I could roll whatever character I wanted to. So today I'm playing a bag of holding.
Please specify for the audience.
That's good. That's good.
Well, you see, it's a bag, but inside it's bigger than outside.
I mean, we know what
And inside also has a sweet chair and a gun.
Well, the bag itself has a gun. I am a bag of holding with a gun.
Yeah.
And what
Do I
class
need
is
to
this?
tell them the mechanics of this?
No, but what class is your bag of holding?
My bag of holding is a level 7 rogue of the arcane trickster archetype.
Be careful. He's packing.
Man, I don't know why fucking the audio is so crackly today. I think my download's a little goofy, but we'll just have to work with it, unfortunately.
You gotta stop all that downloading.
A
You know, we sound
computer.
fine together.
Yeah, that means my download
computer.
probably. That means my download probably blows. Yeah, Sheepshank, it's a brogue. Okay, so we have all the introductions out of the way, so let's get some mood music going and explain the scenario. Is this the song I want? Yeah, let's go with this. This is great. So, these 6 intrepid adventurers, through whatever means and encounters they've dealt with in their life, have at one point stumbled upon the town of Craypool. Now, within this town, they've heard many various rumors, all of them pertain to a particular location in the mountains. They call this location the Dread Dragon Temple. They call it this because many adventurers that have gone to this place, for whatever reason, have not come back. Now, many rumors pervade the Dread Dragon Temple, mainly various jewels and other curiosities lay within the temple. There are rumors of a large and mystical dragon patrolling the area. There are rumors that roving lizard folk roam the area. Roaming, whatever. And more importantly, let me roll d6 real quick. Just because I can't choose, or it'll be favoritism. More importantly, the shell one day stumbles upon a map. A map that confirms both A, this area does exist, and B, there's a huge hunking hoard of treasure there.
The shell,
Wait,
can you
Shell
even
can
read?
Well, the shell can't read, but he saw both a map leading to the location and just pictures of gold and diamonds, and brought it to his crew to figure out what it means. And through all manners of cooperation, mainly yelling, you all figure out that this is a map that leads to treasure.
So I have to ask, can we sell our bag of holding to the magic shop and wait a day before setting out?
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay. I'll allow this. So, I want whoever's making the sale. So first off, who's gonna make the sale?
Who has highest charisma?
Who has the highest charisma and a background in selling things, I wonder?
I mean, of course I'm gonna sell it to him.
Okay,
Are you
so
gonna sell it to them, or am I going to sell it to
Pitch
them?
to the NPC, Torbo.
Well, I have here for you today this lovely bag of holding, since I know that your shop is one that specializes in magic and curiosities.
that's
It's
very
barely used and gently loved. It's a good bag that you should take home with you today.
that's very good. But I get a lot of bag of holding offers, but I don't know. I could maybe offer you 25 gold. This is very common. This is a very common item.
I'll take it.
Really? Oh, okay. You get 25 gold and you surrender the bag of holding. And
Perfect.
I'm assuming you're resting for the night?
Well,
Yeah.
Well, if we're going to the tavern, one, I get free lodging because of my background, and also I'm gonna hype up the crowd for this upcoming dungeon raid.
Should
If I can't
I
get
start
some
setting up the
fun, let's give it a
pyrotechnics then?
Yes, start setting up the pyrotechnics, Don Rex.
What were
We're
you
gonna make
saying?
some money off of this.
What were you saying you're gonna hype them up for?
I'm gonna hype them up because we're going out there to the dungeon raid, and we're gonna show them the power of orcish oil wrestling.
All right.
They're gonna see it, and they're gonna want it in this town. It's gonna revitalize the economy.
TPR, I want you to roll performance check, and I want you to roll a performance check with advantage because Don Rex is helping you out with the magic.
All right, it's D20.
D20 plus your charisma modifier plus proficiency if you're proficient in it.
I think I am proficient in performance.
We'll take a look at your sheet.
I am proficient in performance.
All right, so D20 plus proficiency plus charisma. God, I love this music. It's so goofy.
That's 14.
All right. So with you and Don Rex hyping up the crowd, there's definitely a lot of talking going around, but it doesn't seem excited at a glance.
Can I try to improve things with some prestidigitation?
You're already doing that as Turk and Hawk
Wait a
was.
minute. So shouldn't we use his modifier then, since he's helping?
Well, I gave you advantage because you were the one hyping the crowd.
Okay.
What's up,
Can
Jen?
Can I help with the hype by banging my shields together?
Go ahead and roll me just a regular charisma check.
I swear to God, if he nats this,
Is that D20?
Yeah, D20 plus your charisma modifier.
That's a 3.
Holy
You
A
succeed in
3
making.
Yeah.
I mean, he's all hard. He's all hard.
You succeed in making loud noises. However, I want the three of you to make perception checks.
All right.
One.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
God damn it, Shell.
You are deaf,
But-
Shell.
But my perception is a 2.
Excellent.
That doesn't mean shit.
I know.
Loco got an 18. What did you get, TPR?
I'm sorry, what did I... Oh, I gotta roll for... because he's trying to deafen us?
No, roll perception because I'm setting up a thing.
17...
Alright. So, Loco and... Or, not Loco, why do I keep saying that? Don, Rex, and Turkin, you do notice that there's actually a fair amount of, There's a fair amount of talk among the bar, and at one point you see about 8 or 10 people gathered around a table, dropping something into a hat.
Hey guys, they're doing something over there. I think they're giving us money.
Wait, but is that our hat? Did we set that up?
No.
It can be.
Can I roll investigate to see who set the hat up, or who looks
Maybe
like
you
they
could
were
just
wearing
go
a hat?
read them.
I mean, if you want to roll investigate, sure, but I can tell you at a casual glance, it's not your hat.
I wasn't expecting it to be.
Use your words!
I just wanted to be sure whose it was.
Alright.
Alright, and... if we resolve that, then my character is going to walk up to them and greet them.
Alright. You see a gnome actually handling the hat. It's like, okay, alright, we're done here. Ah, I see it's our, intrepid adventurers. How are you doing today?
I'm going to start oiling up since I'm already in my costume and I'm in a character.
I guess I'll be doing the talking then. Jesus.
And I'm going to sit there like, what are you doing there, little man? Now keep in mind, he's got to pass an intimidation check now because I've oiled up in front of him.
No, intimidation check means you have to roll intimidation if you're trying to scare him.
Yeah, he has to roll to save against your intimidation.
Alright, I am proficient at this.
We'll say,
That's a 15 from me.
As you walk up to him and you take out a bottle and just make your body glistening with oil, and you attempt to intimidate this poor individual, and he kind of raises an eyebrow in confusion and backsteps a little bit, not because he's scared, but because he's uncomfortable. Yes, we are handling business here. What does it matter to you?
Well, it looks like you're muscling in on the lair of Turk and Hawk here, the Viridian engine boy. And I don't like that.
What territory?
I'll play a dramatic sting on the banjo.
We're not muscling in, we're just, curious about how your adventure will take out.
How did they know about our adventure already?
You hyped it up.
Yeah, you just hyped the hell out of
we
it.
just hyped the shit
Yeah,
out
but
of it.
I was under the impression that he wasn't paying attention because he was trying to get his own racketing in, which I
Alright.
assume. Did you guys just like? I'm gonna address the gnome. Did you guys just take bets on whether or not we would come back from our adventure?
Ah, perceptive one this one is. Yes. No one ever comes back from the Dread Dragon Temple. You're digging your own graves. Though I will say
I've got a wager. Sorry, go ahead. Continue.
I will say though,
Somebody say digging graves?
it's a form of expression, Tiefling. Though I will say that the odds are he kind of does air quotes in your favor.
I want to make a I'm gonna place my own wager here, little man. I want to wager we're gonna leave this town wealthier than we came in.
That is probably why people don't come back. I mean, that is probably a good explanation.
Can I do a sweet ass athletics thing of jumping over the table and placing my own bet?
Sure. Oh no.
What are you betting on? Ah, Jesus. Are you gonna bet one of your toy dragons?
Yes.
All right, roll.
I rolled a 7. My athletics is a 3. And I'm gonna try and bet one of my toy dragons.
All right, you what you thought was a sick ass flip to the betting pool was actually just a trundle as you kind of slowly get up, do a handstand, and fall forward. But you make your way there, and then you place a wooden toy dragon in there, and the gnome seeing this kind of looks towards it and goes, 5 copper maybe, but okay.
I actually walk off to the betting pool and throw in the 25 gold I got from the shopkeep.
Oh ho, we got ourselves a big gambler here. 25 gold, very nice.
Yeah, I mean, the god of death walks with me. I will see to it that we get through unharmed.
Well, you may be serving your god soon. In the afterlife.
Ah,
As he takes
I always serve my loving god.
I'm gonna lean over to my trusted.
For you see, my friend, that death is the great equalizer. We all one in death, and that you too will one day die. Just remember that.
Oh, I'm well
But when you do, I hope you come to me for all your casket and our needs.
Can I put my shield in front of his face to stop him from talking?
Done. TPR, what were you gonna say?
I'm gonna lean over towards my trusted promoter and lifelong friend Don Rex. I don't need to whisper something into his ear.
Go.
Don, listen. We place our own little wager in this, but we cut him in on some of the winnings. We'll still get rich off the dungeon, but if we come back alive, we make this man pay. Basically pay this man to promote our wrestling troupe.
Ah. All right, I'll dig my hand into my pocket and not very stealthily just pour 25 gold into his hat.
Oh ho, more big bets from the half-orc duo. Very nice, very nice. Oh,
And I'm also gonna throw my own 25 gold in.
may I get your names as well? I do know that this one is Gregorius, I believe. Gregorium, I believe.
Yes, it is.
And you two are? Oh yes, that's right. Turkey Hawk and Don T-Rex.
It's close enough. There are probably some typos in a flyer somewhere. I'll say as I crack my knuckles a couple of times.
Ah, yes, Turkey Hawk, a whole kind of new turducken.
So I'm gonna pat Don Rex on the shoulder and say, "Go ahead and handle the details with the little man. I'm gonna keep working the crowd."
All right. Don, I want you to make a persuasion check.
I will. Let's roll that.
This music is so dumb. I love it. Holy shit! Wow!
Did I forget to mention that I actually accurately input my expertise in things?
Yeah.
Look, he's a promoter. I don't know what you expect.
So Don, you spend a couple minutes talking with this guy, talking about how they'll split the winnings, and as compensation, he will help promote your wrestling duo. And He's sitting there like, wrestling duo, huh? Big celebrities. I
mean, if we come back, we'll be one of the few people that, instead of maybe deciding never to come back into town, decided to spread a little bit of the wealth back into the community.
Yes,
And
yes.
That can lead to a lot of fame.
Craypool can certainly use this along with my business.
I'll be idly plucking the strings of the banjo as I speak.
You know what? You've got yourself a deal. I still don't believe you have any chance of surviving the dungeon, but if you do come back with its treasures, we have a deal.
Put it there then. I'll offer my hand while the banjo continues to play itself mysteriously.
A little surprised to see this. He hesitates for a second, but puts his hand forward, which is like a baby hand compared to your orcish hand. And
I will try not to shake it off.
With a shake of the hand, the deal was made.
There we go.
And
I'll wander my way back to my wrestler, my client.
Alright. Did anybody else have anything they wanted to do? Because I do
I'm just hanging out.
I do
I'm
have
still in the store, but yeah, that's coming.
Okay, so after making a deal.
Now, basically, I am technically performing in a tavern, and I'm hyping it up. Would I not get cuts? Would I not get some sort of pay from the tavern keeper?
Your pay is lodging and food, good sir. For 6 people, that's expensive.
Well, I mean, we could
Five.
still get tips
Five.
from, like, patrons, though, right?
Sure. Good point, Loco.
Alright, let me-
TPR, roll me a D100. If you don't know what that is, it's a 2D10s. One of them is like a 10. And well, actually, you're going to be doing that in the program, so just say you roll D100.
Oh my god.
Holy shit!
I
We're
mean,
not
we're following
good.
up on...
Let me take a look
Maybe
at
there's a
something.
reason Orcish roiled up wrestling died.
He basically just rolls for a bit.
We are going to revive it in this town, damn it.
Alright.
We were trying to hype them up after hyping and betting already happened. It's understandable that maybe the winnings were lower, much lower now.
Also, Wang, we are putting up ribbon board for 5 people, not 6.
That's right. My mistake.
Actually, my shields are gonna need their own room, so
Fuck,
yeah.
fuck you. You sleep on your shield.
I only sleep on one of them.
Is that why you bought all the
So-
twin dragons? One for each shield?
So, Turkin and Don, you set up a hat for tips and spend the night carousing and riling up the crowd for your adventures. And after a good night of just, fucking about, making merry with people, you see 1 gold coin in a chest and a note.
I read the note.
The note depicts a very crude drawing of a dwarf making a jerking off motion. And, and the note also has something written in a language. Do any of you two know Dwarvish?
I do. Let me read this thing.
It says, blow off, wanker.
Alright, that little gnome is going to be a fun diversion when we decide to come back.
That was a dwarf, by the way, not a gnome.
No,
I
no,
hand the
what's-
note to my trusted promoter and say, find out who did this, and we'll show him how to blow off.
You know who did
What?
this.
I have a lot of
I'm
questions
I'm not
about
even,
that.
I assume I'm used to this, so I'm not even gonna correct what he just said.
Alright, so, as the group of 5, take lodging for the night, what is our 6th member doing? Let's see if I have any,
Call me Rux.
Let's go with this, why not? Alright, Rux, you find...
Do you have some Metal Gear music lying around for the sneaking mission?
Sadly, no.
Oh man,
I prepared
Killing
some music, but I didn't find any Metal Gear one.
you don't even have Snake Eater. Go on. Okay, so describe to me this situation.
Well, you are in a bag of holding. It's nice and
Okay.
cozy down here, but
I'm well aware I made it as such. I mean,
you-
outside the bag, thank you.
Okay, you take a look outside, and pretty dark. The room is.
What can I hear?
That's a good question. Roll me a perception check.
All right. Let me see if there's a macro for this and if it's set right.
That is performance.
Performance.
You do a
Perception.
60.
That makes sense. I don't know if that should be higher because I can't put expertise in. Is that another +3?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
you
make
can,
that 16 then.
You take the time to just kind of very stealthily ease out of your bag and just trying to gauge the area.
I'm gonna spyglass around too.
The
If it's
room,
dark, I can see.
the room is
I'll dark it if I
mostly the room is mostly pitch black, but one
I will
window.
cast dark vision.
Well, I was gonna say the room is mostly black, barring a beam of moonlight coming in from a window.
I want to see everything.
All right, so you cast dark vision and you see the room's inventory, which is a lot of mundane items, various knickknacks, odds and ends.
Am I like in the main room or is there a storage room I'm in?
You are in a storage room. I should mention that. Yeah, you are in a storage room where you see a bunch of various knickknacks sealed in crates and cases, and as if being guided by the moonlight, you see on a table a very elegant-looking wood case, closed shut.
Okay, how big is the case?
Roughly about the size of, say, a scroll, a length of a scroll, but more like a box. Definitely
Okay.
looks like it holds something important, given how very finely finished and well carved this box is.
All right. So, is there anyone in the room? I assume not.
Nope.
Okay, well, I'm gonna mage hand it.
All right. Roll me sleight of hand.
All right. That's also a 29. So,
Well, a natural
Jesus Christ.
A natural 20 is an auto success, but you manipulate your mage hand and very slowly and methodically but surely grab this wooden box, lift it up slowly, and retract it, bringing it back into your home.
I am the bag for all intents and purposes. Please stop misdescribing my character.
Sorry.
I put it inside me, Wang. Now then, what else is in the room?
Let me take a quick look.
Do you want another perception check?
No, I need to take a quick look because I actually forgot.
Okay.
You do see a couple items strewn about. You see a robe hanging on a hook. You see a couple potions. And you see a box nailed shut with item that says inventory in it.
Okay. Well, the nailed shut box is probably not a given, but I can take the robe and I can take the potions.
All right. Roll me another sleight of hand check. I'll just make both of these one roll.
Okay. Again, that's a 21.
Given how you have you have all the time in the world for tonight, you carefully and slowly take the robe and a couple potions. The mage hand is not great, given the time you had left and how awkward the hand is to handle at times. You get roughly 4 potions out of this as well.
I can just recast it. It's a cantrip.
Yeah, but I'm saying throughout the night, because of how you're trying to keep this like a secret, you managed to get 4 potions and the robe.
Okay, and what else is there? Is there? Keep describing the scenery to me. So was there anything besides the crate, the robe, and the potions?
Beside the crate, there is a couple scrolls. At a glance, though, you can't tell what they are. They just look like scrolls right now. There are a couple books on a bookshelf. There's a couple empty crates. Looks like they had been moved to another part of the... Looks like whatever was in there had been moved somewhere else. And, there are a couple mundane weapons. It looks like there's a backlog of something to do there, but you can't tell what.
Okay, so I assume that the things that were on, like, the market listings, or they're probably just in different shops then, aren't they?
The market listings for Terran and Torrent Shop, they have different rooms where they do things.
Okay, so I'm in Terran Torrens then?
Yes.
That's perfectly fine. Okay then, so I do want to point out as well that one of the things I did buy was a spyglass, so that does make all this easier, just in case you're wondering how I'm seeing.
Makes sense.
I do have the bag periscope, yes, that was bought.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, since they're in different rooms, I would like to cast invisibility on myself and or bag.
All right. With the way you take the time to invoke your spell, and you have become invisible.
I like to roll under the door.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Okay, we can play this. That's an 18.
It takes a little bit of getting used to, just because the bag
Well, the
is.
thing is that it's not so much rolling as I have to take a mage hand and kind of push it under the door and then recast it on the other side of the door and then pull it back out the other side.
Yeah, given how clumsy this is, it does take you a little while to do it, but you eventually get into the other side of the room.
Okay, what's in this next room?
It looks like the room you were sold in. You see a couple items on display, a countertop, a chair where someone is supposed to sit in, but no one is there now. Torches are out. Also, by the way, since you casted invisibility, dark vision is out because both are concentration spells.
The dark vision's not concentration.
Is it?
It's 8 hours. You're not going to concentrate for 8 hours, dude.
Hmm.
Let me look it up for you because
My
I wrote it
mistake.
down
You're
anyway,
right.
But
You're right. It's
Yeah.
not concentration, so you're fine.
yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was a. Anyways, see a couple items on display. You're unaware of the quality of their goods at a glance. You see the counter.
Like an appraise check I can make.
You would have to grab the item.
You know that's not a problem for me, but you've described the items before. I want to know if I want to grab them or not.
You see what looks like a glass globe. You see a strange-looking vial that looks like a very angry face. And you also
A vial of mad and a globe. Those are good things to take. I'm taking both of those.
All right.
You want another sleight of hand check?
One more for both.
14.
All right. So you try to go for the drift globe, and as you bring it through towards you. You don't realize that it's ever so slightly slippery, and it drops not far. It drops about 6 inches onto the countertop.
Why is the shell rolling?
I don't know.
I was clicking a button. Sorry.
And after
He
about
rolls in his sleep.
after the glass orb falls on the table, you hear, "What was that?"
Did I get the vial?
No, you failed.
Well, can I just grab the vial and I don't have to sneak at this point? He heard me. I'm just gonna grab him.
All right.
Just palm the thing and stick it in the bag.
Also, he never described the last item.
Yeah, you didn't. Please describe it as well so I can take it.
Well, you don't have enough time to see it as you begin hearing footsteps as you pocket the angry-looking vial.
I don't have time to see it?
Well, considering how someone's walking in, unless you want to do a stealth check.
I'm invisible.
Oh yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting about that. So,
I casted that for a reason. This is a heist.
good point. The third item is a pair of
When he
goggles.
wakes up- When
Yeah.
he wakes up, I'm just gonna start grabbing everything off the table, dude.
You also see a pair of glasses behind what looks like a locked glass case. At the moment,
Okay.
though, you see the bronze dragonborn like wearily look at the globe and just say, "What the hell are you doing down there?" Picks it up, puts it back on its felt pedestal, and just angrily goes back to his room.
Ah, yes. I will wait and listen. I'm gonna make a perception check to listen for him going back to bed, if that's okay.
All right, go ahead.
And also, please tell me how long this takes. That is also a 25.
Okay, so you
She
hear
just pistol whipped him.
You hear the door shut. And after about 45 minutes, you begin hearing a light snore.
45 minutes. Okay, that doesn't leave me a lot of time left, but enough time to steal even more things. I'm taking the globe again. Let me
right.
give you another sleight of hand check.
Globe is easily taken now that you're aware of how viscous it is.
I'm going to choose to rub any further items I take now.
I'm sorry, Wayne. Did you just say viscous?
Yeah,
I
that's
was
not
u-
the thing you're looking for, but
I was using it as a metaphor, but go on.
No.
my viscous orb. What
That's
else
not
is
how-
there for me to take? Also, please aware that I can probably case the joint in the 45 minutes I'm waiting for him to sleep.
All right. So, anything else you're planning to grab?
Tell me more things so I can grab them.
In the immediate room, you only see those 3 items.
Okay, so there's only those. Well, I'm gonna take the orb when it's done. Is there another room I can go to that is not the room I was just in?
There is one more room, and it looks to be the one that the Dragonborn went into.
Also, is there a window that is open or anything of that sort? I'm
No.
sure it's not open, but still.
In the
It'd be silly.
In the immediate room, there is a closed window, and the front door is closed, but there is a small gap at the bottom of it.
Oh, yes. Yes, my sneaking bag door. Alright. So, let's see what we're gonna do here. Okay. First of all, I took the globe, that's fine. I'm gonna stuff myself under the door to the dragon's room once I hear that he's asleep. If I can do it silently, I would like to, Actually, I don't know if he's gone to bed yet. And I did get some free stuff. But the things I got, let's see, in Terran Torrent's Magic Shop, we had the Drift Globe. There are the glasses, I assume, were the goggles of light that were listed earlier. Probably not, it's probably listed in there, but I'm just gonna go over this. We got the robe, we stole some potions. I don't really want the dust, but the deck of many things that Wang is... He's not going to let me have that fucking deck, and I know it, but... For shits and giggles, let's check.
Alright, so you open up the
So
box.
can I hear the Dragonborn sleeping or snoring in any way?
You heard him snoring earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he just went to bed. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Okay, I'll just stuff myself under the door then. About halfway under the door, then I'm going to poke out with a spyglass and look around.
Alright, you look around, and at a glance you see what looks to be a workbench, a very cheap bed, and a desk. The workbench has a couple pieces of ammunition on it, and some silver strewn about the side, but it looks like none of the completed product is there. And you see one of the 2 shop owners sleeping in a bed.
Alright, well, that doesn't sound like there's anything in there. Okay, so I'm going to go just push myself back out from under the door. See, there's a locked case, right? I'm going to go pick the lock.
A locked case, as in the one you took, or one in the warehouse?
The one that had the glasses behind it.
Okay, roll me,
A thieves' tool check?
Yeah, the Thieves' Tool check was just going to be Dexterity plus Proficiency. I don't know if you have expertise in it.
I didn't put expertise in it, but I have the thief tools listed, so I guess I just clicked the button.
That should do it.
Yeah, it seems legit.
Okay. You pick the lock. You manage to... It takes a little bit while, longer than you'd like to admit. But eventually, once you start noticing that the moonlight coming in from the window is slowly going away, giving way to a more warmer yellow light, you eventually manage to pick the lock and open the case.
I'm gonna take the glasses, and then I'm gonna go put myself under the front door.
All right. You take the time to grab the goggles and slip yourself underneath the door, and I'm assuming you're reconnoitering.
I would like to reconvene at the nearest inn, yes.
All right. Roll me a stealth check.
Okay, sure. That's actually 3 higher as well.
All right.
That's a 22. Some tactical espionage action.
You managed to make your way across town, luckily, given how it's this dead of early morning, no one's out quite yet. You make your way back to the inn you make your way back to the local inn. A couple drunks sleeping on the table, but no one is awake. And you find yourself at a crossroads of 6 doors. Or 5 doors, sorry.
I can spyglass under each one in order. Let's just go from left to right.
Alright. Each one definitely holds each of your compatriots in one. They all got their own personal rooms for
I would
entertainment.
like to take the time to cast Prestidigitation on Turkenhack's pants to spoil them. And then,
Noted.
wait, there's 6 rooms in each one of my... But I'm a companion. Who's in the 6th room?
A random guest. Just
My shields.
I was gonna say there's a weird pile, but you gave it away, Chitlin.
Oh, weird pile.
Hold on.
The weird
so
pile is
I-
chillin' though.
That means that I wake up suddenly in the night having to go to the bathroom really bad. I
No,
run out the
your
door.
pants are soiled already.
No,
I run
no,
out the door, and I see a bag of holding.
no.
It's not that easy, buddy.
That's not
I'm
how
gone.
it works. What prestidigitation does is it magically makes a stain in your pants. It doesn't make you void your bowels.
Well, it's like sticking your hand in water.
There's no brown note
No.
smell. I mean, probably not.
It's just a stain. You don't feel the stain.
You don't have like superhuman stain senses. If anything, you have less because you're constantly oiling yourself. Now, anyway, that said, after Turkenhack's pants have been thoroughly soiled, I'm just gonna go head over to the pile room, see that it is shielded, and probably just get in a corner, sleep in my easy chair.
All right.
Whatever being is in the bag is sleeping in its incredibly comfortable chair.
All right. After your great heist, which I'm pretty sure you planned while I was out getting food.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
He said, well, he's not going to let us have the fucking deck. Why don't we just steal it? So we just stole everything but the deck, apparently.
All right.
The deck was a lie.
Now,
Oh, the deck was a middle finger. That's what it was.
Yeah, if you didn't put that deck there, I wouldn't have done that, you realize.
no, I'm well aware of what I did. But anyways, the six of you awake the next morning, feeling refreshed and ready to go. If you wanted to do any last-minute preparations, I would say do so now. Otherwise, we'll start you off going to the area.
I'm gonna
I would like
the
to-
stain. Scrub the stain out of my pants.
But
Is there anything interesting in the hotel room that I might want to just take?
roll a perception check. What did you cast on him, Rux?
Prestidigitation.
I think it's become a routine that I clean the pants because I'm the promoter. So
Alright,
I have to clean his
Alright,
pants.
then, I give my pants.
to clean your pants.
Do you really need to scream?
You know, honestly, I'm
There you go.
surprised you
That's
two
my
got
helmet.
separate rooms and you didn't room together.
I just pulled up the description for you. I wrote it all up in my sheet.
Clean this one.
Yeah, I have my own. This.
All right. Yeah, you wake up to see a brown stain in your shorts that you have done Rex clean up. I'm gonna go with the left one, just for the future, Charlotte. Because actually, hang on a second. Let me do this. Let
I
me
thought I get to pick the higher one with perception.
Do you have advantage?
Yeah,
Yes?
that roll you have to disable advantage on.
Well, I'm wondering, does she have advantage for whatever reason?
Oh, okay.
I don't.
We're the only me and and Loco learned how to turn it off.
Oh. Like I wrote it in. Oh well.
I thought you said if I click on the thing, you change it to always roll advantage, right?
You want to go
No,
to
never
the
roll.
cog
Yeah, you
on your
don't
sheet,
want
turn it
that
off.
though because you're not always on advantage.
Advantage
Oh,
is
I
dumb
see.
anyway. If you have it, just roll twice.
But yeah, I changed it for you, so if you click on that again, it should do things proper.
I also have proficiency in that too. Is it going to calculate that?
It should.
Also, a
Just
bit of a
checking.
dumb question here. How do I set up that macro just to roll for skills? Or whatever.
If you have a if you have a character sheet set up in the thing, you should be
Yeah.
able to just click on the skill or the saving throw, and it should roll it.
Yep.
Can I just set it to do normal roll so I don't have to keep clicking that button every time? Or
Oh, okay.
I'll set that for you, but
You can set it to never roll advantage.
I'm glad I set none of this up ahead of time.
all right. So with a 7, you do see silverware.
I thought it says for perception I get to take the higher roll.
Why? That's my
Okay,
question.
hold
What
on.
gives you?
It was on my list of things. I'm sorry.
Do you have an item that does that?
TPR took over my computer. Hold on.
What? Why does my fate
Just never
pursue me
mind.
so?
I thought you told me to roll twice, so I was just Okay, never mind.
Well, what I'm trying to figure out is how you're getting this advantage.
Because on my list of features and traits, it just says perception advantage 2d20. Pick the higher one. It was just one of my rogue skills, I thought. Never mind, don't worry about it.
I'm wondering why. Maybe it's like maybe one of the items in your inventory. I don't remember.
It was just a thing you told me to write down when you were going through what I get for each level.
Hang on a second.
It's just written there at the same time that I have the cast light spell and the expert forgery and mimicry skills. That came
Oh,
up when
I know what
leveled
that
up.
is. That's your Ankh.
Quality.
That's your magic item.
So that doesn't happen automatically then.
Well, it happens automatically. I was just wondering why, because that didn't sound right. Remember, I have to keep track of 6 people, so I can't keep all
No, that's fine. I didn't write down that it was the Ankh, so it's half my fault too. I'm pretty sure.
Well, as you're looking around, you do see the hat, like, behind the bar. A hat filled with a bunch of gold coins.
I have a bar?
No, you're
Alright, anyway.
you're
This is
at
a
the
nice hotel.
Yeah, really, how much
You're-
did we spend on this?
no,
Why
you're at
couldn't
it.
we make the orcs share a room and save money?
You are in you are in an inn right now, which has a bar and a restaurant and rooms for staying in.
Oh, so I'm not in my room then.
Oh, are
But
you?
I
thought you were looking in the hotel.
I can do both, it's fine.
Yeah, the room itself has nothing in it.
Okay.
They keep
well,
those things-
I'm going
they
to
keep those
try
things-
to. I'm gonna try to take that money. Why not?
Roll sleight of hand.
At least a handful of it.
Oops, shit, there goes that dice. Oof. You take the time to just wander around the restaurant area, and at a moment when the gnome running the place takes the time to turn around and grab something off the shelf, you quickly just kind of jump over the table, grab the hat, and pocket it.
Nice.
You monster.
It's
Probably
shiny.
Just town blind.
How much gold was in the hat?
175 gold.
Nice.
All right, so I'm guessing
Use
that
it to buy things. Oh wait.
would you six like to do anything before heading out?
I'd like to identify all the things I stole.
All right, roll a Arcana check.
Arcana. Let me go look at what that is on my list fast. Theoretically, I should not be terrible at this.
Wait, are you trying to use the spellcasting so you
Actually,
can use identify?
My
on it?
mistake. Roll investigation, because Arcana.
Okay.
Because Arcana would be if you're trying to identify a magic item.
All right.
So roll it for the globe, the glasses, the vial, and the fancy-looking box.
Okay.
Okay, so
Robe, glasses, vial, box.
you take a look at the glass orb, and while you take a look at it over, there's nothing really special about it. In fact, part of it looks chipped. What?
You broke it.
Yeah, I wonder who's the butt for that.
No one. It was found that way.
The robe, you take a look at the robe over, and the robe does indeed look legit.
It looks like a robe. Good to know.
It looks like a robe with a bunch of patches on it. The vial, you take the time to look it open. As you pop it open, you sniff it a little. You accidentally get a little bit in your nose. And it
Yeah.
smells like paprika.
Spicy. Good. A very spicy bottle.
And finally, the box is a very fine crafted box, mahogany and birchwood design.
I love mahogany.
You open the clasp, and in it is a deck of cards. Very fancy looking back, and as you notice the size, they are also laced with gold lining.
Oh, sweet Jesus, I did get them.
Amazing.
Did you though? Did you really?
Yes, I did. Yes, I really did. But my goodness, I don't know if I should ever touch these.
Touch the hell out of them.
But
What do you?
what could
Play
come out of the
solitaire.
bag? Whatever could come out of the bag.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Nothing for the moment. I'm going to continue looking through the items. So this globe is chipped still, right? Is it still shiny and viscous?
It is definitely still viscous, but it has no shine to it.
Well, that's fine. Do I have the chip that's missing?
No.
Can I still just go get? Can I still go get Gregorius to fucking fix it?
Okay, who?
Gregorius. Gregorium.
Oh,
Greg.
sure.
Yeah, your buddy Greg.
All right. So,
Casket Greg, yeah.
Greg, a bag approaches you and an orb falls out of it.
Gravekeeper Greg, my friend.
I think I know what to do, and I'll use that lovely,
Okay,
lovely.
so here's the
spell.
question. Here's the question.
Mhm.
My mage hand is invisible due to being an arcane trickster rogue, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Can I choose to make it visible?
I'd imagine so, yeah.
Yeah, you
Just point
can.
to the crack with a spectral hand.
I think I know what you need.
He'll say, "We have work to do, Greg."
On it,
Okay, so-
rocks. So I pick up the orb and cast mending on it.
You take the time to channel your death god's patronage, and after a while you do notice that the crack in it starts to mend, and you now have a perfectly fine orb.
Take it to the bird.
Okie doke.
He stepped away for a
Bird, I have gift for you.
She stepped away for a second. She had to get a drink and put the cat up. So while he's in the process of doing that and before we resolve that, I'm going to go up to the innkeeper and request a fine breakfast.
All right.
Just
Well.
a fine one. A luxurious one.
That'll be 5 gold, good sir.
5 gold? Surely! With our business arrangement from earlier.
Oh, right,
you could
right.
At least give me a cut.
My
Well,
mistake,
give you a
my
discount.
mistake. Early morning, give me a break. All right, I'll whip you something up. What do you want?
Eggs, bacon.
Simple. I like it. You see him reach
With
into.
pepper jack cheese in them.
I even have that. Well, I'll come up with something.
Is the dwarf who was making the bet still around this morning?
Make an observation check.
Observation. I don't even have observation on here.
Or in,
Perception?
Perception. Sorry. Words.
Yeah. 14.
You take a good look around, and while you still see a half orc and a halfling doubled over on a table, sleeping off the previous night's events, no dwarfs are around here.
Damn it.
I am back. What was just going on?
We have gift for bird.
Yay!
Rox and I came bearing a gift just for you.
What is it?
It's a nice shiny new orb. Just
Viscous
for you.
orb.
A viscous
Oh, okay.
orb.
So I have another orb following me around.
Yeah.
And...
Rub
I
it.
hope you keep this good deed in mind for when you die.
I'm still sad.
Shut up, you! I might live.
We all die eventually. Death is inevitable.
But will it be
Joins
from
us all.
enemies? Will it be from old age, or will it be from a deck of many things?
Here we have this conversation.
Probably old age, but who knows?
Here we have this conversation with my mouth full of food. I scream out, "But oil wrestling will live forever."
It's already dead.
I'm gonna do a history check to make sure
I'll
that's
quickly-
accurate.
Alright, make a history check, Shilin.
So he doesn't hear. That whole
Chitlin, you are well aware that that orcish oil wrestling is well and alive, brother. These two say so. It has to be the case.
Told you.
Actually, I wonder if you oiled the ground, could Chillin just slide across it on his shield?
Oh
You'd
my
be like
god.
one of the toboggans.
It's like Mario 64.
But yeah, to get this.
I have a question too. Now that I think about it, this is a question for Turk and Hawk. Where is your oil? How are you holding the oil? Where is it stored?
Maybe he just
I'm
secretes
blessed.
it.
I was blessed with this flask from my mentor. It
So
never
where is
runs
the
out.
flask?
I feel like
Yeah,
that's a trade secret.
How are you carrying the fire?
I'm not telling you this thing. I don't trust
You have to tell me how you're getting less
It is
skin
like
on your
that.
person somewhere. If it's up your ass, you have to tell me.
Anyways, in order to get this
saw that.
Part of my waist, but
As a police bag, you have to.
let's get this trainer rolling as
Oh yeah, we're actually supposed to be adventuring, aren't we?
Yeah, let's
No,
get
we're
some
good.
food over here.
We're
Let's
I'm ransacking this fucking town.
We already made a profit. We're good.
Yeah, we already cleared the dungeon.
Highline, do we have a map of where we're supposed to be heading?
Yeah, we found that in the beginning.
Yeah.
So, but,
Technically,
do
I
we-
found that and brought it to you guys.
Thank
Who's
you, Chell.
carrying the map?
Do we physically have it? Yeah, that's what I'm
Can-
asking.
We do physically.
Can
have
we roll to see who carries the map? This is important.
I feel like there's only
I can
one
determine
actually
that.
responsible person here.
Who are you giving the map to?
Who's the responsible person? I don't know.
It's Logan.
Greg.
I don't think any of
It's
us.
me.
are.
I just cleaned your goddamn pants.
I was
I mean,
honest-
You just wave your fingers about.
Honestly, you
the
can
one
trust
person doing laundry.
you can trust Gregorium to lead you into death's door, but at the same time,
So we'll say for now, Don Rex is holding the map.
All right.
So
Rex accomplishes things.
I will review the map because I.
Rex.
It's probably the same one all the previous adventurers have come across.
make an investigation check.
Alright.
Can I roll to assist?
Can I do that too?
I would say
Everybody's
Load
just
up on-
leaning
Oh,
over
never
my
mind. We're
shoulder.
good.
So float up on his shoulder and look over it.
as the three of you are looking over the map looks old and relatively untouched. And legit. Like, this looks like an actual map put on leather skin.
That's fine.
Who the hell
my
prints a
important
map on
thing
leather?
is, where are we supposed to be heading?
The map leads you
Like
to a mountainside, and detailed among the mountains is a quite large comparative image of a dragon along the mountainside.
Can I tell where Craypool is on the map?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
A fair distance away from the mountains listed on the map, you see a town with a number of houses similar to the one that Craypool has.
Okay. Give or take, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
What would be the fastest route there? Like, do I see any roads on the map that look like, caravan roads or something?
There's actually a thing for this. 1 second.
Alright.
I gotta find it.
It doesn't have to be the safest, just the fastest.
You see a path stretch. You see 3 separate paths splitting from when you get to the dragon, and the fastest route looks like it goes atop the dragon's back straight to its face.
Huh. Where do we go then? We will ride the dragon, according to this map.
Yeah.
That's the thing, I guess.
What could possibly go wrong?
A whole lot.
Everything
but-
and nothing all at the same time.
All right. So, who is heading the expedition to this dragon?
I'm going to roll a persuasion check to persuade everyone that I'm the leader.
You could roll for a persuasion check to stop that.
I mean,
I fail.
I mean, I'm gonna roll a persuasion check to say that I am in fact the one to lead us here to Death's Door of all
Go ahead.
places.
go for it.
Persuasion. Yep, there we are.
I don't really care who leads us so long as I get to tell them, no, you're going the wrong way.
Wow!
Oh my god.
I,
Fine. Fuck it, I'll go first. Hold on.
I choose to agree with Greg.
Are we really going to follow the shell?
Okay.
Lady.
we're going to follow the shiny, I think. Sure, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot to no, let's just follow the damn map. No, the bird is a
I
lot
can
more
follow the
reasonable.
map. I can lead.
I
All right.
choose to not make a roll. I like not leading.
Alright, so, after about an hour of arguing amongst yourself, you eventually decide that Mara is the one to lead the group with the map.
Hooray.
Sarah, take us to the shiny.
That's my plan.
All right.
I hear the dragons like shiny things.
Did I not get that song? Oh well, I think this is just as good.
I'm gonna roll a nature check to make sure dragons do indeed like shiny things.
Go for it.
Does that mean I'm fine?
What are you so
And now he's gonna lead us away from the.
I don't
Okay.
listen to him.
You wonder about the concept of dragons and how they are biologically functional.
No, the
Just
shell. I've got
visualizing
this.
a tooth or something.
I will back up the shell. We need to make sure that dragons like shiny. God damn it!
Both of you. So, hang on a second. Hang on a
They're
second, guys.
using the wooden dragons to try to figure it out. They're like,
Um,
dragons swoop out of here?
So
That means
I
I'm
want,
kinda there.
guys. I want Mayra to roll me a d4. Type in /roll d.
I
Jesus!
No,
Why?
would you believe me if I said that's good?
Okay, good.
Alright.
The expedition takes you roughly 4 days, thanks to the help of this map. All the while, we have the Shell, Father Gregorian, and Turk and Hawk arguing about the biological function of a dragon and why they would need shiny things.
As we mash the dragon figurines together.
Well, see, the thing is, they don't actually eat people, they eat gold. That's why they're always sleeping on it. I know dragons very well. I say rolling deception.
Wait, what?
God damn it.
Bitch!
Does anyone have some
No,
kind
Also,
of-
that's
works.
That's also a
works.
19, by the way.
This works. I'm gonna use that to try and convince Mara we have to pick up the pace because all the shiny will be gone.
Well,
Actually, how
don't they
would I
move it
what would I
back
roll
out?
to see through that deception?
Roll insight.
Insight.
For what? Oh.
Son of a bitch!
He makes a very convincing argument.
I'm gonna try that as well, because I don't believe him at all.
I'm a very
No,
good
you-
bag.
What are you even try?
You all... The Bag of Holding makes a very persuasive argument. But
God.
after about 4 days of making haste, worrying that the shinies will indeed soon be gone, you find yourself traversing across a shape in the mountainside shaped similar to a dragon. On the second day, you realize that the shape on the map is actually this shape of a dragon embedded in a mountain. And the rest of your 2 days are spent trekking across the back of this thing, getting down from it.
Spent a lot of time for nothing.
Okay, but does it resemble the dragon figurines we have, all 10 of them?
Ooh, good question.
I only have 9. I bet one of them on our success.
It's a
Yeah,
vague
but Mara stole everything.
Yeah, so we got it back.
it's a vague
I feel like
facsimile, but
different
the similarity is certainly there. But
yeah,
yes.
I have them now. We got your dragons back. Here, I will be a nice person and give you back your fucking...
Actually,
But
don't-
here's
doesn't that mean
now
that
you find yourselves at the head of the dragon, facing in front of its teeth closed tight. Each of these teeth are 20-foot long obsidian spikes jutting out of the ground and out of the dragon head carved into the mountain. And as the map will lead you to, this is apparently the entrance to the mountain.
Can
I-
Gregorium just
Bert,
stand
go
there
in.
staring, thinking about how great a casket these teeth would make?
Sure. You had,
Obsidian casket.
You can
So-
do the hell out of that.
I'm gonna go ahead and oil up.
Oh, Lord.
Who are you trying to intimidate?
It's been a
No,
while.
I have to be oiled before I
He's
can do
going
this
to
stuff.
intimidate the obsidian spikes to retract and let us pass. No, I am going to spend a little bit of time to try to cast detect magic using a ritual.
Alright. You take about 10 minutes to cast your spell, all the while Turk and Hawk is oiling up. And you do detect faint hints of magic, both beyond these teeth and within it.
Okay.
What would I roll to try and turn one of those obsidian teeth into a shield?
Strength.
Hold on. Ask me to do it, man. I got you.
He's gonna grapple it.
Alright, grapple it.
Oh,
Well, I'm not gonna grapple it, but I am gonna try. Oh yeah, I'm gonna grapple it. I'm gonna try and grab at one of the teeth in the center, at the bottom, and rip it free.
Alright.
you're oiled up and trying to do this.
Roll a strength check.
I know that I can just float into this mouth unimpeded, but I
But
like
it's
watching
okay,
these people
so-
do this.
Strength or athletics?
We'll go with athletics.
Okay.
12.
It's a little. These are smooth obsidian teeth. You can't really get a good grip on them, especially since you've oiled up.
No, okay. Out of curiosity, could I take Memento Mori to those teeth?
Wait, hold on. But because he oiled up with the enchanted baby oil, shouldn't he have his plus to grapple?
I always had plus to grapple.
That was athletics, though.
Oh, never mind then.
Enchanted baby oil.
All right, it's not hard to miss teeth, so roll for damage.
Oh god. What would I roll just to make sure?
It's a D8 plus strength plus 1 because it's magical.
Okay, so it's plus 3. Okay. Can't wait to roll shit. Okay.
All right, you take your fine weapon and swing for the fences, and it makes a resounding crack. But the teeth remain. Well, the teeth do have a small chip to it. They remain unmoved.
I'm gonna give
actually-
up on this dream.
Actually, one quick question, Highwing. I also tempered my bat.
Yeah, that's another +1, but it doesn't really do much
Yeah,
in the
just
long run.
make-
I
Making
have
sure.
a crowbar. Can I try that?
A crow with a crowbar, I get it.
Sure. Roll a strength check with advantage.
Strength.
Wait, you didn't buy the crowbar for the pun, right? Like they just no, you wouldn't.
What is my advantage?
That's a strength save.
I don't know. I just clicked on strength, dude.
Yeah.
I guess it would be the same thing.
We'll click on athletics just for the situation, and click it twice because you're working with advantage. Okay. So, you take the time to wedge your crowbar in and work it a little bit, and after about 5 minutes, you do notice there is a slight movement in the teeth moving aside. But that's about all you can
Sweet.
muster.
Can anyone work with this?
I can.
I got this. This is my shield. I'm doing.
Are you gonna
this.
roll into it?
I'm going to try and shield bash the teeth, the tooth loose.
Actually, wait, Chillin. I mean, the shell. I have a perfect idea.
Yeah.
What if we lube up the ground and have you slide into the teeth?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we
let's
can do that.
this.
I wish I had a
putting
web.
so much effort
I
into
would
taking
never
a tooth.
I would never use my oil in such a disgraceful manner.
Why do we want a tooth so badly?
I want an obsidian shield.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
rush. I'm gonna rush at the loose tooth with a shoulder bash, screaming "Turk and rush."
Okay, hold on. Can I try to persuade everyone that if people took the time to carve out the obsidian, there's probably spare obsidian somewhere either inside or nearby?
Actually, Don, I have a suggestion. No, I swear, this one should be hopefully fruitful.
Uh-huh.
Just for you. I managed to get myself a rope and grappling hook. So what if we were to, say, tie said rope and grappling hook around the tooth and have us pull together?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, let's do this.
I'm stubborn, why not?
I'm cool with this.
I don't feel persuaded to do this.
Roll persuasion.
Roll persuasion.
Roll persuasion? Alright, let's cock up this roll.
I want to tell you the pearl persuasion is.
Highway.
Highway's give it up.
No, well, I've been waiting for you to all stop talking, but I don't see. Well, if you want to, if he's against the idea, he's against the idea. But if y'all else agree to it, it's up to you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fuck it.
So I want Shell, Turkenhawk, Mayra, and Gregorium to roll athletics checks.
Okay.
I will stand in the back and I will shake my head disapprovingly. I won't
Bloody.
play the banjo because I know that
I
will give
didn't
you a
know
minus to the
I'm
shell.
gonna go ahead and spend the entire time they're doing is just looking inside the mouth and doing the job.
Keep in mind, I have hollow bones, okay? I don't weigh much.
Yeah,
Sure.
I feel like the bag and I should just go into the game at this point.
Did you do that?
I'm a fucking bag and I'm a responsible adult.
Was that
bag.
was that 20 your roll, Turkin?
Yes, that 20 was the roll for this pull.
Okay, so as you get,
that 16 I rolled should be an 18 actually.
all right,
Proficiency.
as you manage to wedge the grappling hook into the now open gap, get the rope ready, and all four of you pull. Mara, you have a tough time getting a grip on this thing, but with the combined efforts of Shell, Hawk, and Father Gregorium, you manage to pull the tooth back enough to lodge it loose and provide a small human-sized hole to walk through.
By
Okay,
this point,
that
I could
does
have
not
already
sound
gone
like
in
a
and
good
out
idea.
several
That
times.
was not the point, but okay.
We wanted the tooth, not a hole.
We just want the tooth. Now,
You know what? Can I... Obsidian is classified as stone, correct?
Yes.
yes.
I am amazing. Can I just try and remove the tooth now that it's been jimmied loose?
Sure. Roll me dexterity for this. Actually, no, strength, because you're just trying to destroy that. You're trying to break the tooth.
God damn it!
So wait. Obsidian's
failure.
classified as stone, right? Just to make sure.
Yes.
What if I was to use stone shape to take the obsidian tooth and craft it into a shield for the shell?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So, after sitting and watching Turkin take 20 minutes on a hammer trying to break through this, Gregorium, you take the time to use stone shape, and using... Let's take a look at this real quick. I'm curious about something about it. So that is your 4th level spell slot burned.
Yes, it is.
You know it'll go back once the spell wears off, right?
Where specifically do you want to craft the stone? Because this is going to be a 5-foot cube of rock you're working with, by the way.
What do you mean, where specifically?
You could do the tip of the tooth, the base of the tooth, the center of the tooth.
Or you can just do it on the
specifically-
entirety of the teeth in front of you.
It's a 5-foot cube, so it's not going to cover the whole.
They're 20-foot tall teeth, yeah. Let's do it with the base.
Okay. You take you cast your spell and you shape the you take a good square chunk of this obsidian rock out and take the time and your holy energy to mold it into a kite shield. Doesn't have a leather strap to hold it in place, but you have a kite shield. You have the shape of a kite shield.
What
I
of
mean,
that, like,
thankfully,
handle?
the shell has 50 feet of silk rope.
It's true.
But
Why
here, the
silk?
shell, I have this just for you, because you've already made your promise to me.
That's right.
Wait, I thought he was just gonna be burned alive in his shields.
Thank you, Red Boom, for the follow. Anyways, what's up?
I'm going to take my 50 feet of silk rope that I got from being a sailor, and try and create a strap for my new obsidian kite shield.
Roll me a dexterity save. Just give me a d20 plus your dexterity modifier. You're lucky that Gregorium had the foresight to make a couple protrusions on the one side of the shield, because you take the time to take your rope, tie him to these protrusions, and you now have a makeshift handle to work with. Add 1 obsidian shield ? To your inventory.
I'm glad we still have yet to enter the fucking dungeon.
Oh wait,
Which
I
you
have to
probably
write
should.
down that I
You just
still
have
have.
to. You just have to take everything that's not nailed down, and then unnail the things and take those anyway.
I'm also going to throw away one of my kite shields.
All right.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Just so you know, by using that shield, you have resistance to fire damage.
Yeah, that's why I did it. To think I
Isn't
had a
it-
plan this whole time.
Isn't that shield just gonna revert back to its normal shape eventually?
No.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's great. Mending also fixes magic items. We all know it
does not-
functions perfectly.
This is a permanent shape.
Yeah, it doesn't
Oh,
revert.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
never mind then. He's good.
Well,
He gets
I'm
rid of one of
here
his
for my
tempered
buddy,
shields.
the shell.
Also,
yeah.
how much,
Promised to buy a casket from me for when he died.
It would be great if it could go back to its shape, but it's pointing away from him, though.
You see, I treat my customers well, because they treat me well.
all right.
How-
So
how many feet of silk rope did I use on that
I'd say about
That's
10.
strap. Okay. I still have 40 feet left. Let's go.
Nice.
So,
I'm ready to
And
enter this dungeon.
150 feet of wooden pole.
so if I
Excuse me,
may,
1,500
Guys,
feet of
Atla has something to say.
if I may, during all this chicanery that's been going on, I'd like the time to take the time to look inside this dragon mouth since I can fit in there anyway without any of this happening. I can just float between the teeth. I'm a bag.
Well,
He is a bag.
it helps that they took the time to pull one of the teeth out and make a.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't help at all. I'm small enough to fit in that gap. I can see it.
Yeah,
on
he
the-
fit in before we opened it up.
Okay, so as you slip in through the gaps into teeth and look in, it's a very dark hallway inward. The hallway is roughly 150 yards wide and goes on for Lord knows how long.
There's
Yeah,
the
that's a
hallway
big
inside.
hallway.
Are there torch sconces on the walls?
Intermittently, but they look like they are miles away.
I'm just gonna light them remotely.
What's the range on the trick you're doing?
That's just prestidigitation. It's 10 feet, so I couldn't just run down there and do it. I should probably wait on the rest of these people to go in so the shell can go first.
This just doesn't sound like a good idea. What if he closes his mouth and eats us just like those precious gems that have been destroyed?
I'm
He's
on the
missing
other
a
side of the
tooth.
teeth.
We're
I don't
good.
care.
But what will you do about the precious gems? They're waiting for you.
But, okay.
Well, since I still have detect magic on, I'm just gonna keep near.
Oh no, see, don't worry. Whatever your name was, Charlotte, Mary, Mary.
Mira.
Don't worry.
Mary.
Don't worry, Mira.
Mario.
Don't worry, Mira. Since gems are so densely compacted, it takes a great deal of time for a dragon to digest them, and in fact, while it's doing so, it's actually polishing them.
Okay.
I'm gonna insight check that to call bullshit.
Can I roll?
That's actually a 13, but feel free to.
Can I roll to try to convince somebody to go in and see if they can find his butt and try to find some gems in there?
Let's a match.
You're coming in too, Mayra. We're not going.
I'll go through the mouth, but I want somebody to check the other end just in case.
I'm gonna
Sorry,
do-
I don't
I'm-
do anal.
I'm going to do a persuasion check to back up Rux because that sounds legitimate to me.
Alright, so Rux rolled deception with advantage.
So that means I get to re-roll it then, huh?
Yes.
Oh my fucking god.
That's a 21.
I guess I gotta buy this.
I mean,
I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze. I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze my way through, which should be easy because I'm oiled.
It's-
I mean, I
Since they do in fact shit diamonds, Turkin, if you want to make the experience easier, you do have an endless decanter of baby oil. Let's just
It's
slide
true.
right out, man.
I have.
Turn
Well,
it
I
into
already clearly said I don't do anal, so I'm sliding my way into the gap in the teeth.
Can I at least look to see if I can find his butt? Maybe he has something out there.
No.
Well,
no,
you're
just-
fully-
It's a mountain.
Let's go.
It's a mountain in the shape of a
Just
dragon.
quit, we need to quit faffing about in front of it.
Okay,
Let's
fine.
actually get into this dungeon for once.
Father
There
Gregorium
are
confidently
shiny
strides through the teeth.
the tooth gap was about 8 feet wide, so it's easy to slip on through and
Even for me.
Mhm.
Okay.
it's 8 feet wide, man. It's not a hard way to get through. Like you'd have to be
I
a
was
giant.
wondering about the height. That's
The height
all.
was 20 feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, let me get notes here. Now that you surmounted the first challenge of entering the dungeon.
Right.
It's the dumbest way possible. We had already
Simple
gotten in
little.
there busy prying out a tooth.
This
I
is our
already
first time.
burned a level 4 spell.
I mean, it was smart.
I mean,
You
I
can-
do it
like
for
you
you,
can take a-
Chillin', I do
I
it
could
for
have just
you.
taken a lever and opened it or something in there. Probably it would have been easy.
We can take a long rest, I guess, at some point.
Alright,
No, we're
so
good.
now that you're inside the dragon's mouth, there is the path downward goes with a strange curvature to it, almost seeming organic. The stone carvings are very well detailed. Inside, the floor has a dragon scale pattern to it, carved right out of the stone. And the ceiling and walls curve in, almost simulating an esophagus.
Can I
Can
roll
I-
perception and should I
Yeah.
try to figure out that this dragon is going to come to life at some point and kill everyone?
Sure, go ahead. I may have to do something. right.
Wait, why did you roll a second time?
She,
Because I
Advantage,
have a
because-
shiny Ankh of Finding.
yeah, her magic item gives her advantage on all perception checks.
Fair enough. I can't really do better with that. I mean, tell you what, I'm gonna back her up and try. Yeah,
Yeah.
You piece of shit.
that's actually
I
a
mean-
27, by the way.
I heard about what happens to the gems, and I'm concerned for my safety.
But you'll come out all shiny. Apparently.
I can't enjoy it if I'm dead.
So, that's not what I want to do. As you go and as you observe the area, you do take note of the architecture, and you do realize there's nothing to worry about. This is all stone. There's no organic nature to this. This is just a very well carved, almost magically carved hallway.
Okay,
given the
you just
circumst-
used the word organic, so I got scared.
Someone's been playing a lot of Minecraft.
However, you do also notice that, given how you forced your way in, that the current residents of the lobby area have taken notice to you coming in and have begun swarming. As
I want to note that as we do this, I am between the shell and his shell.
So yeah,
Yep.
as the residents come in, I would like a marching order because we are heading into a combat experience.
Oh, I'm obviously first.
Yeah, I'm right next to the shell.
Okay,
I'm gonna be right behind the shell.
so we have the shell. Why did that not do anything? Oh, because I'm on map player, that's why. No, I'm on object player. What did it take? Oh, did I not? Weird.
Howling, please, make sense.
For whatever reason, it's not putting the shell's token on. There we go. So, on point is the shell and Father Grigori. Behind is Turk and Hawk. Okay, so, Don Rex, where are you?
I'm gonna need to set up pyrotechnics real quick for Turk and Hawk coming into the ring.
You are the best promoter.
So
There's
obviously I have
nobody
be
here
right
to
there.
see him.
It doesn't matter.
The opponents are here to see it, and if they survive, they better have a good ass story to tell.
Okay, so, Mayra, where are you?
I'll just take up the back and, just do
And,
some-
out of curiosity, where are you, Rex?
I already told you.
He's with the shell, yeah.
Okay,
He's wedged. He's underneath one of the shells of the shell.
I'll just put you there for comedy's sake. And I gotta...
There's
Gra-
shell to pay.
Because oddly enough, I did not grab what I wanted to. Out of
You
all
will
the things,
physically experience shell.
oh, that's bullshit. We'll go with this. What the fuck ever. Because for whatever reason, I got all the encounters prepared except for this.
When in doubt, proxy.
In chat, pyrotechnics are perfectly fine because this place is made of stone. Ain't shit gonna burn at all.
Except for the hay underneath the shell's shield.
No, that's
And
fine.
also us. I
Much
mean,
better
we're pretty
light the
flammable.
shell on fire.
Okay, so
I'm oiled up.
with Don Rex casting his pyrotexting and giving an explosive intro for Turk and Hawk, I need you all to roll for initiative.
Where is initiative?
Now to find where that is. Oh, here
Yeah.
it is. I have a 3? What? Ah.
But no valid token.
1 second as
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't actually click the token.
Okay,
I'm
Oops,
trying to
second
find
place.
my initiative.
How is the shell going first?
I don't know.
How does literally everyone have a great initiative?
token selected?
Alright.
Where is it?
For if you want it to be brevity's sake, just roll a d20 plus your dexterity. That's initiative.
Oh, Jesus, that is gross.
So we have
Yeah, okay.
Oh, what? Oh.
What?
Oh, there you go.
Game. Yeah, game.
Turk and Hawk.
Oh, hey, look, I did great.
Oh, you guys can add yourself?
Yeah, if we have the turn order thing open, we can click it and actually roll the initiative in there.
Interesting, because it
Oh,
says...
I already rolled the initiative. Fuck.
Well, you
Yeah.
did...
He can add you manually too.
It says here you have 10, Don Rex. Why is there an 8 here?
Wait, what?
Oh, that's
where you rolled it. Right before the shell.
Oh, I think I see what
Oh,
happened.
but no, because that sent me an error saying you wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected, so I thought it didn't go through at all.
Don't worry. Mary got a 16.
I think you can drag it anyway. No, hold on. Maybe not.
Again, I need to ask, how does everyone have a 3 initiative?
I don't.
We all have 3 dexterity somehow?
Mine is garbage. Look.
Mine's 3.
Where is Greg? Oh yeah, yours is 1. Okay.
Who am I missing? I have Turkin, Don, Mara, Bag of Holding, Father Gregorium. I'm missing
The shell.
the shell. What did you get?
22.
Wow. Holy shit, dude.
I know.
What the fuck?
I was saying, how is the shell going first?
He slides in on his shields. That's how.
I also forgot to add... Well, that's convenient anyways. So,